What is going on, everybody? My name is Japes, and welcome to another episode of my Path to Power. We're on to episode, I think actually 86 right now, and we're moving on to the Movember Cup, and that's like a mustache beard relation thing that EA has taken on full-heartedly to even create a tournament just for that. But it was happy hour, and I couldn't help myself. As hard as I tried, I still ended up buying a pack, but we got some BPL players in there, and Kevin Morales, the only rare that we got, and then I just make a massive error. I went through and I was like, all right, we'll just add these to my club for now, or send them all to the trade pile, all the contracts, and we're going to sell them over the weekend. Wrong, accidentally quick sold them all. Oops. That is a major pack folly, but I suppose these things do happen, though I try to negate, as you know, the frequency at which they occur. But we are looking for a 4-2-3-1 manager card because we do have managers in the club. However, we do not have do not have a 4-2-3-1 manager or a Brazilian manager to get us to that next 100 chemistry level. So that is what we are on the lookout for, going out and checking some of the prices of the players that we're still thinking about looking at. We did pick up an Elton for 8,800 coins, and he is tiny. He's so funny to watch run around the pitch. However, he is still a 5-star skiller, and he is actually quite good. I'd recommend you checking him out as well if the Brazilian or Brasilvers are something that you are interested in, or making a Saudi League, Brazilian League hybrid, something like that. If that's something that you're interested in trying to do, he is a definite player to look at. Going through, and it took me what seemed to be ages to find a 4-2-3-1 manager card, and or at least for a price that I wanted to pay. I didn't really want to pay more than 1,000 coins. I was cool with paying somewhere up to about 500, 600 at this point, just because I wanted to get on with it. But I was still a little hurt about my pack folly and the coins that I just threw away right there. And we managed to select. Who is it? Pfeifenberger, I believe, is the manager that we choose. And so we had a few manager contract cards as well, threw them on him, and we went away into our first match. And this guy has a very semi-average Serie A side, and I was pretty confident going into this match that all would be well, and he's going to strike here in the 44th minute. And guys, this was one of those FIFA matches that just doesn't go your way. I'm going to show you guys the stats. I thought about showing you all the chances, but this video would have been a very long video. And that's the halftime stats. He's had 2 shots on goal. I had 26% possession in his final third. And just after halftime, I guess caught sleeping. I thought I would have gotten in front of that. Used what I normally do defensively to shuffle over and block that shot, but it went right through, or my player stuck out the wrong foot. And shortly after, we're down 3-0. And generally in the second half, 3-0 leads you are just not going to come back from. It would have to be a pretty darn epic comeback and a pretty big failure on your opponent's part to allow this to happen. We are, however, going to get a chance here in the 79th minute. I'm going to just show you guys what a mess it took for me to score, and that was a major defensive error, but we managed to get it in anyway. And actually, guys, that is how this match is going to come to a close. So props to him for putting in a shift and doing what he needed to do, but it was one of those. I'm going to show the overall stats at the end of the game, and it was a struggle to understand how I'd lost. And even after he got that goal at halftime, I couldn't believe it. Look at my shot placement isn't bad. And I have 24% possession in his final third, and that's generally a sign that you're actually crushing your opposition. And all my shots are in this tight-knit little bunch right around the middle of the 18-yard box, or right just outside of it. So it was one of those, nothing was going in for me. I couldn't figure out what was going on, and I didn't make the changes necessary until later in the game to be able to really compete in that match. So that was a manager folly on my part as well. But it is something that we are going to work on correcting. And, if we go down, we'll have to make changes more quickly. We come up against this guy, pretty darn nice silver gold BPL hybrid side. He's got Agbanglahor up top, and Agbanglahor is a pretty pricey player on this game, I believe. I think he's somewhere in the region of, well, at least last time I checked, I played against Calfreezy, and Calfreezy had him, and I think he was around 100,000 coins for a silver, which is quite expensive indeed, though we did just pay more than that for Wallison. And this is Elton getting the show started. Yes, indeed. 5-star skills, lovely goal, a little bit of dirty talk goes top net, the best net there to give us the to bring us back level in this match, and that is a lovely strike after a lovely bit of skill. Or actually, that's bringing us up to 2-0, and at that point, he was done, finito, gone, and we have a much better start. And there's the mustache on the cup from EA. A much better start to this tournament, and Pfeifenberger, our manager, is much more pleased with the guys. And I don't really like having managers, mainly because you spend useless coins on them, and I don't think they actually do anything. I've talked about this before. All I care is about is having my players at their individual 9 chemistry. I think that's the only thing that matters as far as chemistry is concerned as well. And so you spend needless contract cards and formation change cards on them just to make sure that your squad's at 100 chemistry, and I don't really think it has that much of an effect. But we're playing against a very nice Bundesliga slash sort of BBVA hybrid. He's got Ramirez, Izil, and Marcelo in there. So kind of a cool hybrid indeed, but it's just after he takes a 1-goal lead, and that's a terrible shot. Shouldn't have gone with a finesse, probably would have scored with a power shot, but the keeper parries a rebound to us, and we managed to put that away to bring us back level at 1-1 very quickly. Those are the halftime stats. Pretty even contests as far as the whole overall game goes. Had a little bit more possession in midfield, but somehow he morphs through my player after a tackle right there, and he gets another goal. Dank FIFA is now in the lead 2-1 off a Marco Reus header, but that was bizarre. I was standing in front of it, and generally when you get in front of it like that, you take the ball away, but it was not meant to be. And I think I switched to a 3-5-2 in this game because I was having a little bit of trouble breaking him down with the 4-2-3-1 formation. It's Avin stepping inside, feeds Adrian, cannot score, and this just turns into a mess in the box. He manages to fail at a clearance right here, and it's right back to Avin, who plays in Adrian, who crosses it to a wide open Wallison to punch it home from the far post. 82nd minute goal, and we are again back on level terms. And his Ramirez, shortly before that, had just gotten a red card, and he was down to 10 men, which is a bit unfortunate for him. And the 3-5-2 really exploits the 10 men, and that's just super lucky that I managed to get through there. Marcos Arroyo on as a sub, steps inside, a little bit of a finesse shot, keeps it low by the keeper in the 89th minute to secure our victory for us. And we're going to take a goal like that every so often, especially with how unlucky we felt we got in that first match. And on we went. So 2-0 that one, and we're on to the next round of the cup. But we need a fitness card for the side, and I went out and did what I normally do. Didn't really want to pay that much. 1,800. Put a bid in on one, open bid for 1,500. Don't really like waiting around for fitnesses because I'm sure I'm like you guys, and you just want to hop into the next match, or at least I want to just hop into the next match. End up paying a buy now 1,700. That's what they were going for at the time, and I was content to pay that price. And so we went on looking for our next match after doing a little bit of contract sorting out, and we've got a new keeper in the Palmeiras silver goalkeeper, and I'm not sure, we might actually go back to the French League One keeper. I think he actually might be better. And you know, it's good to try out the different Pro Silver keepers, because a lot of times you look at them and you say, is there really that much of a difference between all of these guys? And sometimes there's an obvious yes answer, but right now for me it's a no. I think the French League One guy, we got scored on less than we have recently, and you know, it makes me think that with the goals that have been scored on us, maybe we need to upgrade our defense, and maybe it's the outside backs, because our center backs I actually think are quite good. Rodney's quite big, and Kanu as well, and Kanu's extremely pacey with 80 overall pace. 4-2-2 Bundesliga side, and it's Alexander Esvine, extremely pacey. I believe he's over 90 pace in this game, and he slips in past the keeper and scores in the 29th minute. Just a simple over-the-top through ball was enough to beat our defense, and that is very frustrating to see as a manager. We're going into halftime stats here, and I ate through it very quickly, but he's got one shot on target, and that was the one that he scored on. As you can tell, I kind of shied away from skills in this match because he was a pretty good player, and that's why he doesn't have as many tackles on me. If you went back and looked at the first match, I think the guy had 20+ tackles on me, and it's because I spent the entire first half trying to skill him out. And it's a wonderful move then from Elton, and that's actually one of my favorite skill sequences in the game. Body feint inside, body feint back down to the line, near post shot. and you beat more people more often than not because they're so nervous about you still taking a finesse shot or shooting it with a power drive to the far post. But it's a wonderful pass from Adrian to spring free Elton again, and he manages to do enough to push away his defender and just rifles another shot. Easy and low at the near post. 64th minute goal to bring us into the lead 2-1, and we would not look back from there. Lovely bit of work from the tiny diminutive Brasilver, and moving this sequence free Wallison. Serginho does a brilliantly to stay on side right there and fires a shot into the far post and puts it away. 3-1 now, and we've got our 2-goal advantage, and with only 15 minutes to go, it would take a miracle, well, not necessarily a miracle, but semi-close to a FIFA miracle to for him to be able to get this comeback, especially with the way the run of play has been going. 3 goals unanswered, and I make a defensive error right there. Should have just cleared it. Decided I wanted to try to dribble it out, and Robert Lewandowski makes me pay. But I'll show the replay of it just to show you where the error occurred and what I probably could have done better, and that was hitting the B button, which I see people not do often enough. Everybody just hits A straight forward, assuming that the assisted passing is going to take over, and that's what I was trying to do, is just face up my guy and hit A straight forward and hope for the best, but we did indeed fail in that sequence. 90th minute though, moving forward, it's Wallison out on the wing. Little bit of skill here, trying to bait him in. He's containing like a champ, and we fail on the advanced rainbow, but it drops to our players, and Leonardo eventually wins the header, and it finds Wallison's feet and just rifles a little shot into the bottom corner just inside the post. Lovely finish and a lovely way to end this match, and that is how we are going to end this episode as well. If you guys did enjoy this episode, a like or thumbs up is always greatly appreciated. As I said yesterday, I will not be streaming today. Papa Japes is in town, and I am the Air Japes taxi service for the day, getting him around, well, not necessarily getting him around town all the time, but getting him to a few of his key places. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. My name is Japes, and I will catch you all next time.